We're diving into a special coin that might be sitting in your pocket, unnoticed, but could be worth a small fortune. We're talking about the 2060 Minmark Jefferson Nickel, a coin that, in the right condition and under the right circumstances, could be worth up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1 million! Most of us know the Jefferson Nickel, the 5-cent piece that's been circulating in the US since 1938. But what makes the 2060 Minmark Jefferson Nickel so special, and why is it being called $1 million coin? Let's start with the basics. The 2006 Jefferson Nickel was minted at the Denver Mint, marked with the letter D on the reverse side, indicating the location where it was produced. It features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front, and on the reverse, we see his home, Monticello, famously depicted. Nothing new there, right? But here's where it gets interesting. There's a rare variation of this coin that could be worth an astronomical amount of money, up to $1 million. This rare version of the 2060 nickel has an error, a very specific and unusual minting mistake. The error is known as a double die reverse. The double die error happens when the coin's design is struck more than once during the minting process, causing a visible doubling effect in the design. In the case of the 2060 Jefferson Nickel, this error is most noticeable on the reverse side, specifically on the word Monticello, the building, and other details surrounding it. As you can see, the doubling is subtle but noticeable to an experienced eye. The doubling error isn't always obvious to casual collectors or coin buyers, which is why many of these rare coins are still out there, potentially worth hundreds of thousands or even millions, depending on their condition and rarity. Most Jefferson Nickels from 2006 aren't worth more than a few cents. But if you happen to come across a 2060 with a double die reverse, you might be looking at a potential gold mine. The key is to inspect the coin closely for any signs of doubling, especially on the reverse. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin. Coins with minting errors are often more valuable if they're in near-perfect condition. The better the coin's quality, the higher its value. So, finding a 2060 nickel with the double die error in pristine condition could send its value skyrocketing. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A 2060 nickel with a double die reverse and high grade could be valued at $1 million, as we've seen in past auctions. But remember, just any 2060 nickel isn't going to get you that amount. It has to have the error and be in exceptional condition. Several of these rare double die Jefferson Nickels have already fetched impressive amounts at auction. Some have been sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and experts agree that the right coin, in the right condition, could eventually hit that $1 million mark. So, how do you know if you've found one of these valuable coins? First, check for the D mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. Next, inspect the word Monticello and the building itself for signs of doubling. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to get a closer look. If you find a 2060 nickel with a double die error, get it authenticated by a professional coin grader to confirm its value. And if you're lucky enough to find one in great condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. The 2060 Jefferson Nickel with a double die reverse may not be easy to find, but if you're a coin collector or just happen to stumble across one in your change, you could be holding a piece of history worth up to $1 million. Keep your eyes peeled, and happy hunting! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more exciting coin discoveries. We're diving deep into a remarkable discovery that has the coin world buzzing. It's a story about a Jefferson Nickel from 2022, featuring the PE mint mark, and you won't believe just how valuable this coin is. I'm talking about a nickel worth a jaw-dropping $1.1 million. In this video, we'll explore how a simple 2022 nickel, which most people would consider just pocket change, could be worth such an incredible amount. Stick around, because you won't want to miss out on all the details. Let's start with a bit of background. The Jefferson Nickel, first issued in 1938, has been a staple of American currency for decades. It features the profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his Monticello home on the reverse. For years, the Jefferson nickel has remained a familiar coin in the pocket of most Americans, with slight modifications over time. But the 2022 version? Well, that's where things get interesting. What makes a regular nickel from this year so special? Let's find out. Here's where the mystery begins. The 2022 Mint Jefferson nickel, normally worth just 5 cents, has an error that makes it incredibly rare and valuable. Due to a unique and unexpected mistake during the minting process, a small number of these coins were struck with a noticeable error that dramatically increases their worth. These errors can happen due to issues with the dies, poor quality control, or unusual pressure during minting. In this case, the error caused some of the 2022 Jefferson nickels to have an off-center strike, misaligned design features, or other noticeable defects. While most people wouldn't think twice about a small imperfection on a coin, these errors can actually make a coin worth far more than its face value, especially when they are rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's talk about the real treasure. One particular 2022 Mint Jefferson nickel, found by a sharp-eyed collector, was sold for a staggering $1.1 million. This coin, which might have just seemed like another nickel to most people, had an error that made it a once-in-a-lifetime find. What made this coin so valuable? The error was so distinct and well-defined that collectors knew it was an incredibly rare piece of American numismatic history. The combination of the year, mint mark, and error made it a perfect storm for collectors who were willing to pay top dollar. So, how can you tell if your 2022 Jefferson nickel could be worth a fortune? Here are a few tips. Look for misalignments, off-center strikes, or any unusual marks. These small details can make a huge difference in value. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition are worth much more than worn or damaged ones. Make sure your coin is actually from the Philadelphia Mint, as these coins with the PE mint mark are the ones that have shown the most potential for rare errors. A magnifier can help you spot tiny imperfections or features that might otherwise be hard to see with the naked eye. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is it easy to find a 2022 Mint Jefferson nickel worth $1.1 million? The truth is, it's incredibly rare. Only a few of these error coins have been reported, and they're highly coveted by collectors. The fact that one sold for over $1 million doesn't mean that every 2022 Mint nickel will fetch that price, but it does show how valuable a rare find can be. The rarity of this coin, combined with the high demand from collectors, is why this particular error coin fetched such an astronomical price. So, if you happen to come across one of these special coins, you may just have a small fortune in your pocket. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it can also be a profitable investment. Coins with rare errors, unusual features, or historical significance can be worth a lot of money. If you're interested in starting your own collection or want to learn more about rare coins, there are plenty of resources out there to help you identify valuable pieces. Even if you don't find a $1.1 million coin, you could still be sitting on a valuable collection. Remember, the key to success in coin collecting is knowledge and patience. Keep an eye on the market, stay informed, and always be on the lookout for the next big discovery. So, there you have it. The story of the 2022 Mint Jefferson nickel worth $1.1 million. It's an incredible reminder that sometimes, hidden treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories and numismatic tips. And remember, the next great discovery might just be waiting for you in your spare change. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. We're talking about the 1981 Mint Jefferson nickel, a coin that has shocked the numismatic world and is currently valued at an astounding $1.20 million. Stay with us as we break down the story behind this coin, why it's so valuable, and how you might be able to spot one in your own collection or perhaps even your spare change. Let's get started. Now, let's start with some background information. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938 and has been one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in U.S. history. The design features Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello, his famous estate in Virginia, on the reverse side. The coin's value is usually pretty stable, generally worth 5 cents, of course. But what makes the 1981 D Minmark Jefferson Nickel so special? Well, this is where things get interesting. Here's the deal. In 1981, the U.S. Mint struck Jefferson Nickels in two locations, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Most of the coins produced that year were standard, circulating nickels. However, one particular coin, a 1981 D Minmark Jefferson Nickel, stands out. It was initially thought to be a standard issue. But in 2018, numismatists discovered something shocking about a specific batch of 1981 D nickels. They were mistakenly struck on a copper planchet, instead of the usual cupronickel composition. So, what does that mean? Typically, Jefferson nickels are made from a mixture of 75% copper and 25% nickel. However, during this small, rare error in production, a few 1981 D Minmark nickels were struck using copper planchets meant for pennies. These copper coins, though similar in size and appearance to regular nickels, are much more valuable. They are incredibly rare, with estimates suggesting that only a handful of these error coins exist. Now, imagine stumbling upon one of these coins. If you're lucky enough to find one, you might hold in your hands a nickel that could sell for up to $1.2 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $1.20 million. So, how can you spot one of these rare copper planchet nickels? Here are a few tips for identifying them. Regular nickels weigh 5 grams, while the copper version of the 1981 D coin weighs more, closer to the weight of a penny, around 3.1 grams. The copper planchet will have a reddish-brown hue, unlike the typical silvery color of a regular nickel. This is one of the easiest ways to identify the rare coin. Look closely at the reverse side of the coin. The Minmark D is located just to the right of Monticello. But remember, this mistake only affects coins with the D Minmark from the Denver Mint. If you have a small collection of coins, you can try the drop test. The sound of a copper coin when dropped is different from that of a normal nickel. It will sound a little softer, or duller. Now, you might be wondering how much these coins are actually worth. While the exact value can vary depending on condition and whether or not it's been certified by a professional coin grading service, the most famous of these coins, graded in excellent condition, has sold for a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. This makes it one of the most expensive nickels in the world. However, even if you find one in lesser condition, it can still be worth thousands of dollars. A coin in good condition could easily fetch $10,000 to $50,000, and if it's in exceptional shape, the value could increase significantly. The huge value of the 1981 D copper planchet Jefferson nickel comes down to its extreme rarity. Remember, only a small number of these coins were ever struck, and even fewer have survived in good condition. With such a unique error and a small number of coins in circulation, collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add one to their collection. Additionally, error coins always generate significant interest among numismatists, as they offer a glimpse into the fascinating and unpredictable world of minting processes. While finding one of these rare nickels in your change may seem like a long shot, it's not impossible. Some collectors have found them at yard sales, estate sales, or through various online auction platforms. If you're serious about adding one to your collection, your best bet would be to keep an eye on major auction houses or consult with a coin dealer who specializes in rare and error coins. If you believe you've found a 1981 D Minmark Jefferson nickel, the first thing you should do is have it authenticated by a reputable coin grading service. They will be able to confirm whether it's a legitimate error coin and assign it a grade, which will help determine its value in the market. If the coin is genuine and in good condition, you could be holding a small fortune. The story of the 1981 D Minmark Jefferson nickel, a coin worth up to $1.2 million. It's a testament to the unpredictability of coin collecting and the fascinating world of numismatic errors. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, it's always worth checking your spare change. Who knows what rare treasures might be hidden in plain sight? If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and other fascinating collectibles, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We have a mind-blowing story about a coin that's caught the attention of collectors and investors alike. We're talking about a 2014 mint-marked Jefferson nickel that's worth a staggering $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.3 million. But how did a modern coin like this become so valuable? Let's dive in. The 2014 Jefferson nickel is a regular-looking coin that was minted in Denver, just like millions of others that year. But this particular coin, in the right condition and with a rare minting error, has become one of the most sought-after coins in the market. So, what makes this nickel worth such an extraordinary amount of money? To understand that, we need to go back to how coins are made and what can go wrong during the minting process. Each coin is struck with a design, and the process is carefully monitored. However, occasionally, errors can occur, either from the dies used to strike the coin, the pressure applied during minting, or other factors. These errors often result in coins that are vastly different from their intended design, and some of these errors can make a coin incredibly rare and valuable. Now, let's get into the specifics of this 2014 Jefferson nickel. The coin in question has an error that sets it apart from other nickels. Most Jefferson nickels are made with a standard design, but this one was struck with a double die error, which means the die that struck the coin had a flaw that caused the image to be stamped twice in slightly different positions. This double die error is extremely rare and, when found on a modern coin like the 2014 nickel, it's incredibly valuable. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with these types of flaws, and the fact that this one is a modern coin makes it even more unique. But why is this error worth so much? Well, the rarity of this particular coin is what makes it worth $1.3 million. The market for rare coins, especially those with minting errors, has grown exponentially in recent years. Investors and collectors alike are willing to pay top dollar for coins that offer something unique, and this 2014 Jefferson nickel is one of those treasures. When this coin was first discovered, it was sold at auction for an amount that shocked the coin collecting community. The buyer recognized its value not just as a coin, but as a rare piece of American history. The fact that it's a modern coin only adds to the excitement, because finding a coin this valuable from such recent minting is almost unheard of. So, what should you look for if you want to find a coin like this in your collection or in your pocket change? First, look for the 2014 mint mark on the reverse of the Jefferson nickel. Then, check closely for signs of the double die error, which can show up in subtle details like the doubling of the letters or numbers on the coin. You might need a magnifying glass or even a jeweler's loupe to catch it. Here's a regular 2014 Jefferson nickel. As you can see, there's nothing unusual about this one. The one with the error, though, will stand out once you spot the doubled features. Now, not every 2014 Jefferson nickel is going to be worth millions. The vast majority of these coins are worth just a few cents. But for those lucky enough to find one with the double die error, you could be holding on to a small fortune. Keep in mind that the value of rare coins like this can fluctuate over time, depending on market demand and the number of coins with similar errors that are discovered. But for now, this 2014 mint-marked Jefferson nickel is a perfect example of how a small mistake can turn into a massive payday. If you're serious about coin collecting, it's important to familiarize yourself with the different types of minting errors and understand what makes a coin valuable. And who knows? You might just find your own $1 million coin tucked away in your pocket change. Thanks for watching today's video on the 2014 Jefferson nickel worth $1.3 million. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin stories. We're diving into an exciting topic that's been making waves in the coin collecting world. You may have heard the buzz about a 1996 Jefferson nickel valued at a staggering $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. A nickel worth over $1 million. So, what's the story behind this coin? Is it real? And how can you check your own pocket change for rare treasures? Stay tuned as we uncover all the details. First, let's talk about the 1996 Jefferson nickel. This coin was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the P mint mark on the obverse side of the coin. At first glance, it seems like a regular 5-cent piece, but what makes it so special? The story starts with the rare and highly sought-after varieties in coin collecting. Some coins become incredibly valuable because of minting errors, unique die varieties, or historical significance. While the standard 1996 P. Jefferson nickel is common and worth only face value, there have been rumors and speculations about a particular error or unique feature that could drive its value to astronomical heights. Now, let's address the million-dollar claim. In the world of coin collecting, such high values are usually attached to coins with extraordinary rarity or exceptional provenance. This includes coins with misstrikes, double dies, off-center errors, or even ones struck on the wrong planchet. The 1996 P nickel gaining attention is said to be one of these unique specimens, but there's a catch. There is no confirmed sale or verified example that has reached the $1.6 million mark. So, where did this rumor come from? It seems to be a mix of online speculation, miscommunication, and exaggerated claims. While there are instances of modern coins fetching high prices, they are almost always due to their rarity, condition, and demand in the collector's market. Now you might be wondering if your 1996 P nickel could be the one worth millions. While it's unlikely, it's always worth checking for unique characteristics. Even if your coin doesn't turn out to be worth $1 million, certain high-grade 1996 P Jefferson nickels in pristine condition can still fetch a premium. Coins graded by professional services as MS-67 or higher can sell for hundreds of dollars at auction. So, is there really a 1996 P Jefferson nickel worth $1.6 million? As of now, there's no verified evidence to support this claim, but the story highlights the importance of paying attention to your spare change. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden gem. Whether it's a rare era coin or a high-grade piece, the thrill of the hunt is what makes coin collecting so exciting. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin stories and tips. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable coin in your collection. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1985 P. Jefferson nickel with a mint mark that could be worth a staggering $1.8 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just stumbled upon a jar of old coins, you'll want to stick around for this one. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938. Designed by Felix Schlag, this coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side and a depiction of his iconic Monticello home on the reverse. Over the years, the Jefferson nickel has seen many variations and minting errors that make certain coins incredibly valuable. The 1985 P. Jefferson nickel was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the P mint mark on the coin. On the surface, it may look like just another nickel, but collectors know that sometimes rarity and condition can make all the difference. Let's break down the factors that contribute to the staggering value of this coin. Certain 1985 P nickels feature unique errors, such as misaligned dies, double strikes, or off-center designs. These mistakes occur during the production process and can make a coin much more desirable to collectors. The condition of the coin is paramount. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. With 70 being a flawless coin. A 1985 P. Jefferson nickel graded at MS-70, or mint state 70, is exceptionally rare. Coins in this grade exhibit no wear, scratches, or blemishes, making them perfect specimens. Out of millions of 1985 P nickels produced, only a handful are in pristine condition or feature rare errors. This scarcity drives up demand among collectors, leading to jaw-dropping auction prices. The 1985 P. Jefferson nickel gained fame when a near-perfect specimen sold at auction for $1.8 million. This coin was graded MS-70 by a top-tier grading service and showcased remarkable features that set it apart from all others. If you think you might have a valuable 1985 P. Jefferson nickel, here's what to look for. Check for the P mint mark above Monticello on the reverse side of the coin. Inspect the coin under magnification for any unique errors or anomalies. Evaluate its condition. Coins with minimal wear are more likely to fetch higher prices. Consider getting your coin professionally graded to determine its true value. Always handle coins with care, using gloves to avoid leaving fingerprints. Store your coins in protective holders to prevent damage. Stay informed about recent auction trends and market values for rare coins. The 1985 Jefferson nickel is a shining example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can turn into a treasure worth millions. So, before you spend that nickel in your pocket, take a closer look. You never know what might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and hidden treasures, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Have you ever wondered if a simple nickel in your pocket could be worth a fortune? In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, focusing on the 1978 Jefferson nickel. Could one of these coins really be worth a jaw-dropping $1 million? Let's find out. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1938, named after the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. Designed by Felix Schlag, its classic design features Jefferson's portrait on the front and his famous home, Monticello, on the back. But not all nickels are created equal. Some coins have unique characteristics that make them highly sought after by collectors. When we talk about the 1978 D nickel, the D stands for the Denver Mint, where the coin was produced. Over 390 million Jefferson nickels were struck at the Denver Mint in 1978, so it's safe to say they aren't inherently rare. However, certain coins from this batch have captured the attention of collectors. What makes these nickels special are the errors and variations that occurred during their production. Errors can happen in many ways during the minting process. A misaligned die, an off-center strike, or a double die error could result in a coin that's one of a kind. In some cases, these errors are so subtle that they go unnoticed for years until a keen-eyed collector or expert discovers them. Coins with dramatic errors can fetch astronomical prices at auction because they are considered unique pieces of history. Let's talk about what to look for. One key factor is the condition of the coin, graded on a scale from poor to mint state. Coins in uncirculated condition or with high mint state grades are worth significantly more. For the 1978 Jefferson nickel, collectors often search for coins with pristine surfaces and full steps on the Monticello design, a feature that indicates a sharp, detailed strike. Another important factor is rarity. While the 1978 nickel isn't inherently rare, specific error coins can be. Some reports suggest that a few of these nickels were struck on the wrong planchet, a blank intended for a different coin, such as a penny or dime. These wrong planchet errors are extremely valuable because they represent a minting mistake that should never have left the facility. So, where does the $1 million figure come from? While no 1978 Jefferson nickel has sold for this amount yet, the coin market is unpredictable. Rare error coins or coins in perfect condition have fetched record-breaking prices in the past. For example, a 1913 Liberty Head nickel sold for over $4 million, proving that even small coins can command big prices. If you think you might have a valuable 1978 nickel, here's what you should do. First, inspect the coin closely for any signs of errors or unique features. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, misalignments, or unusual markings. Next, consider the coin's condition. If it looks uncirculated or has minimal wear, it could be worth grading. Finally, consult an expert or send the coin to a professional grading service for evaluation. In the world of coin collecting, patience and knowledge are key. While not every 1978 Jefferson nickel will be worth a fortune, the possibility of discovering a rare and valuable coin keeps collectors and enthusiasts searching. Imagine the thrill of turning a 5-cent piece into $1 million treasure. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more amazing coin stories.